Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this Saturday morning? Everybody doing good? I had a little bit of technical difficulty there, but it all worked out. I hope everybody's doing amazing on this Saturday morning. I'm gonna make sure my sign is showing there, our vision for the future. It's awesome. I'm Quenna from Little Rock, Arkansas, and it is absolutely my delight to be with you guys today. I'm so very excited about I don't know, the opportunity of being together. I'm excited about this particular segment today. We've got some great content, and we are in a very, very exciting journey. But before I get started into all of that, I want to give a huge shout out to my son, Caleb Milam. A lot of y'all know him. He's in Carrot Bars, met his wife in Carrot Bars, Caitlin, and they've got a daughter, Cora, my granddaughter, my first one, but today is Caleb's birthday, and they're going to be going out of town. So when they go out of town, Cora is going to be able to stay with her May. So my cup today is May cup. So y'all have seen this one if you've been with me, for the couple of years that we've been doing this coffee session. Y'all have seen this cup before, but that's the one that I've got. And so I hope that everybody, that you've got your drink of choice. I know from all around the world, we've got all kinds of different time zones going on. So I hope that you have your beverage of choice. And I hope that you're in great spirits today, because we definitely have a reason to be, and we need to be thankful for where we're at. So one of the things that I want to make sure that you guys know is that we do this every single Saturday at this same time, this same station. It's a time that we can all get together. It's a great time period, or the time frame, because we do have people that join us from all parts of the world, and it seems to really work. As far as that, I want to give a big shout out to Perla Gerardo for helping me behind the scenes. She puts the slides together for me. She is just a totally awesome leader, but also one that pays attention to the details and all of that. And it's my joy and delight to work with her now every week with that. And so what I want to do now is, I'm not going to wait to introduce our guest speaker today. I actually want him to come on with me and co-host as we go through the latest news. We do this every Saturday, and so we cover the latest news that happens from last Saturday to this Saturday, just to make sure we don't go into detail about it, but we do want to point you to it and then teach you how to go and get it, so that you can be aware of everything that comes out. You don't have to wait until Saturday to get them. You can get them all throughout the week. But it's so exciting to me. One of the joys that I've had in my Carrot Bars career is getting to work with business partners from all over the world, from all walks of life, from all different areas. And the first time that I met Tom Lopez and Perla Gerardo and Rosa Lopez and that team there was when we were having a Dallas event, and Boomer Dan was one of our speakers there, and he brought his team. And when they showed up, they just demand attention because of their appearance, their confidence, their positive demeanor about them. And Tom Lopez has always, Russ, my husband Russ, absolutely loves Tom. They've stayed in our home, he and Perla, and we're very, very good friends. That's one of the things that I love so much about Carrot Bars, is it has brought people into my life that are such close friends. So Tom, are you out there? Can you turn your video on? There he is.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing this morning?
Great. Thank God. It's a beautiful day out here.
Oh yeah.
Sun's already shining.
Yeah. Well, it's sunshine in here too, and that's awesome. But we've got such wonderful things to be so proud of in Carrot Bars, and I love the joy that you guys have. We're going to show that in just a few minutes, and love what's happening with your team out in El Paso, and it's definitely spread abroad, just from the motivation, the aggressiveness that you guys have to bring this financial freedom to people, and the hope and the vision of what Carrot Bars and Mr. Harold Seitz has given. So I just want to tell you, thank you so much, because I know it's an hour earlier where you're at. So I appreciate it, but you don't have to fix your hair or anything. So that's a good thing.
No, I'm good.
So that's awesome. Oh my goodness. Well, we do this every Saturday, and we hope that if this is your first time, welcome. If this is your 50th time, welcome. It's awesome. And, Tom, I compare so much to what we're doing with our project and everything to our home building business. Mm-hmm. And, I was thinking about something, because it's very important, everybody. I don't ignore the things that are happening, and maybe the expectations that people have had as far as like our KBC price, maybe, the delayed deliveries and all of that. And I think sometimes, as just human nature, we have to develop a habit of seeing the positive. But I thought about something this morning, because this very week, Russ actually decided, and he told a potential client, that he thinks that maybe we're not the builder for them, and send them on their way, just because of he could tell right away that this was going to be a challenge to work with this couple. And so he thought, this is going to bring too much stress into my life. So I think we just need to walk away. There's no amount of money that can, do that. But I've been asked a lot of times, and Tom, you've seen our houses. Mm-hmm. I know y'all don't like our painted brick. I love that.
I love it. Perla doesn't.
Perla does. But y'all seen our houses, and so you can kind of see and you see the completed product that that we do. But we're asked a lot, like, why should I choose you to be our builder? And a lot of times in that moment, we've got lots of competitors here in Little Rock and in this area, and we could say in that moment, we could trash the other builders. Mm-hmm. We could say, well, they don't do this and they don't do that. What we choose to do is we choose our strengths. And so, because there's tons of builders that are totally awesome in this area. And, what I say is, and I could say, our design is awesome, the quality of our houses are wonderful, but other builders are going to say that. And I'm going to bring this to Mr. Harold Seitz and Carrot Bars. What I love to tell people is that no project is going to go perfect. There's always going to be challenges. And you've done a little bit of construction, haven't you, Tom?
Yes, ma'am.
And there's surprises. There's unexpectancies. Y'all, there's theft. Well, there has been projects where we've had sheetrock on the walls, and there have been people come in, slit the sheetrock, get the wires out of there, and it had to totally be redone. There's setbacks that happen. And I've told people that, I can't speak for all the other builders. I don't even know what goes on behind those walls, that the clients and home buyers, they never see what goes on behind those walls. Mm-hmm. But I say that if you choose us to build your house, one thing that I can tell you is, no matter what, even if it gets into our bottom line, this guy over here that you're looking at building your house, you can trust him to know that thing is going to get completed. And when it's completed, it's going to be a very quality, beautiful home. Mm-hmm. And whenever there's unexpectancies, where Russ is really strong is his strength in those times of unexpectancies. Okay? What I love about Harold Seitz is the strength that he displays in all of these things that have happened unexpectedly. Does that make sense?
100%.
It's it's not only that I think that this is going to be a perfect journey, because it's not. But when you're going into the world of the unknown, what I love about him is that I have a peace that I don't have to try to figure it out. All I have to do is stay consistent, stay positive, lift him up. I'll send him private messages and just say, Mr. Sites, I'm praying for you. You know, I want you to know I'm here helping to hold your arms up, helping you to give or to keep going with this mission. Keep going. Because, you know, the Malams appreciate you. He needs to hear that from us, y'all.
Yes,
And it's just in those times that sometimes Russ will be laying in bed from a busy day and he'll say, Quinn, I don't, you know, this thing that's happened with this, I don't know what to do. You know, those clients never see that. But, and he's got a commitment and a promise that he's going to give them a well-built, quality, beautiful home. But behind the scenes, a lot of times, he's like going, I don't know what I'm going to do to deal with this, you know. And I thought about, you know, this morning whenever I was thinking about, I'm always reflecting, you know, I'm always thinking about Mr. Sites and what he goes through and the tremendous leader that he is and his positive approach with everything. And I just think that it's so cool. And what I want to do, we're not going to focus on this, but I want you in the chat. You know, like a lot of times we've got to revisit, why did we join Carrot Bars? Was it because gold came into, you know, we had the ability to bring gold? Like, Tom, why did you join? Like when you very first joined and Boomer was, you know, right there with your team and all of that. I mean, he's a lot of the reason why I joined, you know. Nitsa is huge in my life, you know, like looking at that and seeing what's possible when, and her seeing potential in me and me not really seeing that yet. And then looking at Boomer Dan, he was so instrumental in making my decision and seeing what I thought was very a lot of stability and the quality of people that were in the organization. But what was it for you? Like, why did you join?
it gave me hope for the future. I felt stuck. I felt like in a rut, like I was in a rat race, right? Just stuck doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over. And I was sick and tired of it. I loved what I was doing. It was fun. It was rewarding, but I had no life. It was 10, 12, 15 hours a day, Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I was at home frustrated, right? Because I didn't sell that last car, I didn't get that last sale done, whatever the case may be. But that's what I saw. Once I saw this, I saw a future of, look, I was working with guys in their 60s, 70s plus, and they were like, been doing it all their lives. And I was like, that's not going to be me. That's not. And we got to do something different to get out of that rat race. And that's what I saw in this, was an opportunity for me to start saving in gold, first of all, because that's all there was back when we started, right? There was no crypto, there was nothing. So that's what I saw in this, is like, I finally could find a way to create a sense of ease within, simply because we could save a little bit that could protect our future in the long run. And I'm a big believer of, what is my future self going to be thinking about my current self? And that's why I've been able to focus and been able to believe in, like, save a little bit at a time, and your future self, yourself in 1, 2, 10, 15, 20 years from now will thank you for your results today. If you go to the gym, you're going to be thankful in the next couple of years, right? You're not going to be like, tomorrow you're not going to be thankful because you're going to be sore, but in a few years you'll be thankful because you'll be in shape. That's the way I look at it, is like, okay, we're going to sit down and do our own push-ups, or we're going to hope somebody does them for us.
Right.
So that's what I saw in Carrot Bars, was it was a way for us to do our own push-ups and a way for us to protect our future selves. They gave me a sense of hope and stability and a comfort.
You know, it's so awesome, because our stories, those are what sells, you know. And you know, we've got some amazing facts that happen with this company. I mean, we are the #1 top producer in gold sales in small increments. I mean, it's what this company has been able to accomplish when there's been so much that have been fighting against us. And, you know, as far as in this particular project that we're in, you know, it's the implementation of things that we haven't had before. And it's amazing to me how we can become very opinionated, and we forget, you know, we become opinionated when things don't go perfect. I mean, that's just the natural tendency of like, well, if we would have done this, or if we would have done that, not just in this project, I'm talking about just in general. And so many times we need to go back to what is, and we hear so much of keep the big picture in mind, you know. And I've seen people say, don't say anything to me about the big picture. I mean, this is, I'm frustrated. And so, but the thing is what is this? What is the mission of the company? And we know that that's to bring gold to the masses of people. And what I thought back in 2014 is, man, I'm getting to have to acquire gold bullion that I know it's important. I don't know all the things about it, but I know it's important. It's free to join. I know Joby's going to build it. I'm not building this business, but I know Joby's going to, because he's just that way. And so I'm going to make sure I get a package to capture the units, because if I ever change my mind, I want to have those units built up. So I loved that aspect of it. And then, you know, learning more about it. And then for me to actually find my purpose, I was 46, now I'm 50. But I was 46 when I realized, okay, this is my gig. This is my purpose. I'm going to help this company with the mission. And just because it's gone into the crypto world or into the world of the unknown, that doesn't change what I'm so excited that we are on the front edge of this. I mean, how awesome that it is. And I remember a conversation I had with Russ one time, and I said, you know what? I wish that we had been on the front end of the computers. I wish that I want to do something big. Like, I wish we were on, now these cell phones are coming out. Why couldn't we have known about this at the beginning? And, you know, I was realizing the other day, well, it wasn't the other day, it was probably about a year ago. We are on the front side of something, Tom.
Huge.
This is huge. And so, y'all, I want you to keep in mind the positives of where we're at and helping to further this mission. What an opportunity that we have, you know?
When prior to Karatbars, I had been involved with a network marketing company, and that company was around 25 years old, 30 years old already. So they had already gone through what we're really going through. And when we saw Karatbars for the first time, that's what Perla and I looked at each other and we said, oh my God. When we were in conferences of 30, 40, 50,000 people, and you're seeing these people getting recognized, and you can see a big old chunk of the stadium, and they're wearing their team colors, and they're yelling and they're cheering, and these guys are getting literally carried on stage. And they talk about, wow, when we first started, and there was no videos, and there was no this. They would talk about their compensation plan being so much different. They would talk about how their VHS were all messed up videos and things of that nature. And so when Perla and I first saw this, of course, my dad's the first one in El Paso to have signed up, and he brought the rest of us in. But when we first saw it, we were like, oh my God, this is like, in that other company, we always said, man, if we could have just been there from the beginning, where would we be right now? Yes. And honestly, in my heart of hearts, that's where we're at with this. We're at the very, very beginning. And I tell people when I'm in a presentation, one thing I tell everybody is like, we're not the tip of the iceberg. We're the mosquito that lands on the tip of the iceberg. That's where we're at, because everything is barely starting to gel. And I'm a big sports fan, so I love sports, right? And then yeah. I remember 2 years ago, the Green Bay Packers were having a rough season, and the quarterback came out in public television and said, guys, relax. Everything's fine. This is just starting. So that's where we're at. We're just relax. Everything's fine. It's just starting. This is like the most beautiful thing. I promise everybody, in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, we're going to be looking back and saying, oh my God, you remember when those e-point things were just going on? And oh my goodness, can you remember when we had 2 crypto coins and it was just starting? We didn't even know what that was. Like, that's a beautiful thing. And that, like you said, the most beautiful thing about this company and what I'm so attracted to in this company in particular, more than anything else I've ever been around in my life, is the people. I
Yeah.
mean, you and your husband, I love you guys. You know that we talk all the time.
Yeah.
Your son, send him a good morning, happy birthday text this morning. The Nitsa Nakos, Priska King, Sean Maloney. I mean, I can watch videos of every single person, and the beautiful thing is I can also reach out to them and they'll respond. It's beautiful. And nobody here has a big ego. Nobody here has anything that's out of the ordinary. But the main reason is, in my opinion, we're all on ground floor building it, and it's up to us to build it to get to where all we want to ultimately be. So we have to join hands and run together to get from here to get there. And it all starts right here.
Yeah.
If we're not right here, we're not going to be right for the company. And that's why I believe this company has attracted such incredible people, amazing leaders, is because it starts from the top down.
Mm-hmm.
John Maxwell says it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everything rises and falls on leadership. We got Harold Seitz. That guy won't give up. That guy won't slow down.
He's
And
tenacious.
with that mentality, that philosophy, guess who he's attracted? The exact same thing. Energy attracts energy, right? Light attracts light. That's a beautiful thing about that, is we're amazing individuals all coming together, barely starting to gel, with the company starting to gel, and we're blessed. We're beyond blessed on what we've got. And I'm so blessed and so thankful for you and this trainings and everything Dr. Seitz has given us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed. Just give it a little bit of time. Nothing happens overnight. Give it a little bit of time.
That's right. And, and stick with it no matter what. Things are not, shaken out. Like maybe you look at the coin price, you're thinking, how are you seeing it? Is it an opportunity? I was talking to Tom this week and he said, Quenna, I bought coins at KBC at, what was it, 005 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shopping spree.
And he was so excited because it was up to 0.008. And it's like, it's all about the way that we look at it, guys. So, keeping that attitude and us sticking together and let's lift each other up and all that, y'all, it is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So one of the things that we definitely want to make sure that you all know, one of the ways that you need to stay plugged in, you need to know what's going on, is checking the latest news every day. And so that's one of the things that we do, is highlight what happened from last Saturday to this Saturday. And here's one of them that came out. Now, where you find the latest news is you go to your general, you log into Carrot Bars, go to your general tab, click on latest news, and then you can see right there, right on the top, you can see the latest one that's come out. We had 3 of them that came out this week. This was big. The tutorials that are on YouTube now for our K1, our Impulse phone, K1 Impulse. So you want to make sure that you know exactly where to go and get these, but they have links here for you to go right to it. And then also support through the WISP. And this is important. So starting January 29th, there's 2 support agents available over the blockchain, which is totally awesome as well, right?
Yes, huge.
So you want to make sure that you know where to access these tutorials. They're also in the Facebook groups. We've been putting those as well. So you want to make sure that you go and read the detail on this one. And then the next one is the security update. I got tickled at this because, well, I'll show you in a minute. But so the KBC Smart contract has been changed. Okay. And the main message that we get here, there's just the main things that I want to point out, is don't panic. Do not panic and don't freak out. And because this is going to be normal. Now on the exchanges, you don't need to do anything, like people that have your coins on CarrotBit. Are you watching the chat?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if there's any questions or something like that, we can address it if there's, because I'm not looking at it. You definitely need to, if you have coins in My Ether wallet or, like an exterior wallet, you need to go ahead and get those moved over as soon as you can. But they've given us reassurance. There is no time limit or a deadline for the exchange of old KBCs to new KBCs. That's important. And what I got tickled about is where it says, if you currently see funky numbers regarding all characteristics. I got so tickled about that. But they're trying to give us reassurance that it's just part of the process. No reason to panic. They also let you know what the old smart contract address was, what the new one is, and you just want to make sure that you go and you read that latest news and get the detail. Is there anything you want to say about that? Are you good?
No, I just believe it's a beautiful opportunity for us to take advantage of. I mean, we're so blessed to be able to see like what's about to happen.
Yeah.
We're right here. We're like, oh wow, it's like almost being able to predict the future in a very simple manner.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Beautiful.
So, and then the third one was the digitalization of all offered packages. So it's important for you guys to know this, that beginning today, they're changing all available packages from printed physical content to digital content. The complete content of all packages will be booked in your account. So, you'll be able to access that same information. It's just that they're not going to physically send it to you. We deliver your gold on first request in your back office to the given delivery conditions. And if you wish to receive pins, the pins like bronze and silver, gold, and VIP, if you wish to receive those, just inform them by email in connection with the order, and they'll be happy to enclose them. And so you just need to make sure that you know that for you, and if you're building an organization, that your team is pointed to that latest news as well. We also want to make sure, I am so impressed with our presentation. I don't know if you've been watching them.
Yes.
Tom,
beautiful.
but very, very good. We've been doing this blitz all week. And so we've got one tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. You want to make sure that if you have not already seen this, that you see it, but most important, that you get guests exposed to these presentations because they're awesome. So we've got the one tonight, and then tomorrow as well at 7 p.m. Eastern, so 6 o'clock p.m. Central for tomorrow. So just make sure you guys take a screenshot of that or take a note of when these times are. Make sure that you're inviting people to these, these presentations.
For Sundays, I think if we can just transfer all the audience watching some football game going out there.
Oh yeah, because it's
maybe we can do a commercial.
That tomorrow is a big day, isn't it? Oh my goodness, Super Bowl.
Huge.
All right. So one of the things that I want y'all to see, I want y'all to check this out, because, and here's the deal. I want y'all to, because we've got lots of teams here that join us on Saturday morning, but I want y'all to see something. One of the things that we do in my team chats, and El Paso is part of that, is we celebrate. And we celebrate with pictures because it's exciting. And we saw these pictures. Y'all look at this. Now, where we can be flooded with some negative things of our products that are coming out, it's not going on in El Paso. I want y'all to look at this. What they've done, I mean, they are exploding, which is a lot of the reason why I'm wanting Tom to talk to you guys about these multi-packs that we've got and the gold miner. But listen, they are on fire. Look at that. This isn't a fake happiness. This is like, these people are happy, right?
Yeah. It has brought such credibility, like to go something from digital to tangible in your hands. It has just created, and we're limited, like we have a limited supply, obviously, of hash gold. So we're limited to 3 grams of gold per person. Of course, we started with our elite directors, and now we're going to open it the floor to everybody else. We'll be out by today. But here's the reality. It's like amazing. The whole circle is now completed. That's so now people can't complain, oh, how do I cash out? How do I do this? It's like, oh my God, it's real.
That's right.
Once it's tangible, it makes that security of like, oh my God, it's so nice just to know, like 3 grams, guys. Do you know how many grams we have of gold in our KBCs? And we're just taking out 3. But look how happy everybody is. We're literally celebrating all day long. Everybody's just having a great time. And that's all it is. It's just creating that sense of credibility, fulfillment, satisfaction, everything you need, everything you want. Like, it's all right there. It's beautiful.
It is. And, I don't know if you've been receiving your K1 impulses, but I know that I haven't gotten mine yet, but we have been on Q teams. We've been having some people getting their phones. They're excited. Jan Aderholt, she did a video and, was opening hers up. We've had people doing videos in El Paso and, sending in pictures. And that's the other thing. We want you guys to send pictures. We want to celebrate these products that are coming out, and we're all experiencing them, and, success stories, pictures, they say it all. They say it all. And it's important in these times of being in the trenches that we celebrate these successes, y'all. It's awesome.
Quenna, can I just go back one slide real quick?
Right there?
Yeah, that's my dad and my stepmom right there holding their phone. My dad never smiles on pictures. That's like, I have thousands of pictures with me and him. He's never smiled that big.
Oh my gosh, he's got it on. He's got it on in there. Oh my gosh.
Pictures are worth 1,000 words. We just got millions of words just right here.
That's right. Yeah, it's totally awesome, y'all. And this is only 4 pictures of what we have been celebrating, definitely in Q teams, because y'all, it's worth showing the excitement. We need to see that. It's awesome. We love it.
Yes, ma'am.
So we've got some events, that are going on. One is going on today in Waco, and a lot of them are tuning in right now. And so we're rooting for you guys. We know it's going to be totally awesome. There's Jan Aderholt, Nancy Cole, Jonathan Burleson, Johnny B. Scott, Joby and Denise. And if I've missed somebody, I'm sorry about that. But a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event that's happening in Waco today. So we just wish them the very, very best. And then next week in Little Rock, Arkansas, we have the same Super Saturday. We're going to be celebrating all this, but we're also going to be, giving a training. We're going to be doing the new presentation, and giving strategies as far as, doing the business and everything. The multi-packs, definitely highlighting those. And, giving a training, making sure that people understand. I remember, I'll talk about that in a minute.
Quenna, real quick, there's huge events going up in Santa Fe and Albuquerque as well, with Gold Director Elite Gold Director Elite 3 Rosa Lopez, Gold Director Elite 3 Ruby Avila, Gold Director Elite Diego. Sorry, butcher her last name, but there's these major events going on all over the place. That's a beautiful thing. We just gotta stay plugged in, and some are gonna be in Spanish, some are gonna be in English. We have a huge group out there growing in Spanish. Probably our biggest team. I mean, we're a border town in El Paso, but our biggest team in Spanish is Santa Fe and Albuquerque. It's beautiful. So we are blessed to be able to plug in. Is
that going on today? Is that today's?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, today.
Oh man, best wishes for them too.
Yes.
Y'all, we've got such awesome stuff to share. We've got to get people, guests and affiliates to these events. We also have Sean Maloney sent this to me.
Yeah. This
is going to be an awesome one. He said that it's still a discount, 30 pounds for getting into this event. Y'all, that's the content and everything that's going to be shared is awesome. So if you have people in London, if you have contacts there, if you have affiliates there, make sure that they know about this event that's going to be taking place February 29th. And it's going to be awesome. So he said that there's another week of this discount, and then the event price, standard price is 40 pounds. So, register now so that you can get that discounted price.
You all know, I pay 40 pounds all day long just to go listen to Sean Maloney do a training.
Yeah, I know.
I will.
Exactly.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, and there's so many wonderful, wonderful leaders in this area now leading the way. with Carrot Bars and stuff. So, and then here's another one. Everybody in the USA, as well as Canada, all over the world, you want to get to this training. It's going to be awesome. So it's in Dallas at the Omni Hotel,
That's
March 13th.
That's the first place we met, right?
Exactly. So when I was talking about that event that we had back in, I think it was 2015. Yeah, back at that event, that's where this was the hotel where we were at. And so it's an awesome facility. It's going to be our chance. This will be the first time that I've met Jurgen, and I'm very, very excited to meet him. I heard him a little bit on a leadership call with corporate yesterday. On fire. I've heard nothing but awesome things. We'll have top leaders from all over the country that will also be speaking. And of course, I mean, the leader of leaders, Nitsa Nakos, who we're all so thankful for. Her
Yes.
leadership, but also her ability to be able to communicate is phenomenal. And so you definitely want to be there.
Sure.
And there, exactly, she sure did. The Synergy Code. Yeah, that's your director shirt, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. The first time I hit director. Thank you, Nitsa.
It's awesome. I mean, we've got some amazing people, that's for sure. And live events, it's one of those things where it's not even, I mean, it is awesome content that is delivered. But I think just as much as relationships like we have, Tom, and the close relationships that you develop. Not only that, but like being able to network and to look at different things that other leaders are doing in their, with their teams and all of that. I mean, it is phenomenal. And if you are not going to a live event, you're doing yourself a disservice, because it's amazing. One of the things that we've got, what we're looking for, we know that there's going to be an incentive that's announced. So you want to make sure that you're that you're plugged in, that you're paying attention to the Facebook groups, paying attention to the latest news, because we are looking for a new incentive that's going to be coming out about the Vegas meeting. We heard that on a video.
Yes.
And so that's very exciting. And we also saw this too, where it's a grand competition. Perla was telling me she's entering this thing, and she should, because her story is phenomenal. You know it. But y'all, this was Mr. Seitz on his Facebook page. He said, here, we're announcing a grand competition. Do you want to win 2 tickets to the next event in Vegas and other super prizes? Send us your real stories. How has my life changed with Carrot Bars? And send it to marketing@carrotbars.com. The story should be interesting and at least 10 sentences long. Every 2 weeks, they will choose the 2 best stories, and their authors will receive a gift, 2 free tickets to the event in Vegas, which will be held in May. Other 3 super prizes that will be a great surprise to you will be raffled between all winners at the event in Vegas in May. And so, participate in that. If you've got an awesome story, which I think everybody's story is awesome, but if you've got something that you want to share and you want to enter this, I say it is totally worth it to do it, right?
It's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. So y'all, I'm gonna turn this over to Tom. One of the phone calls I got from him this week is, Quenna, we're dealing with this. Do you have any suggestions on what we can do? Because I've got somebody that they've got 4 €7,500 multi-packs lined up, waiting to go through, but we've got to get this other one through first. And that was one of the conversations that was had. What I've realized with this group is, because of the legitimacy, the celebrations that they do, the tremendous loyalty that they have with Carrot Bars, because they understand the loyalty that Mr. Seitz and Carrot Bars has for them to see financial freedom, it's returned. And I wanted, I remember when the KCB came out, a new coin, and it was like, are you kidding me? Like, why do we have another coin? And I couldn't grasp it. I could not grasp it. And I remember being on leadership calls and Nitsa would be talking to us and saying, y'all, this is, it's awesome. And I feel like that we're in that same, like we don't have a full understanding. And I felt like that us today, we need to, the more that I hear it, the more that I hear different angles about it, man, I'm excited about the multi-packs, you know it, and about the gold miner as well. And so, Tom, I can't think of anybody better than for you to, to share this with us today. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, but I'm going to be here with you and we can lead it together. But I want to turn it over to you and give you the floor.
Awesome. Thank you, Quenna. Thank you. Look, what I love so much about these packs, and I know it's new and I know it's different, but we all knew the the KCB pack were going to end. I mean, it's not maybe, they were going to end. And we were blessed to get that extension in the last couple of months of the year. And I'm truly, truly, truly happy about that. I'm blessed. And I believe everybody else was too, because we were able to stack up the coins. And that's what I tell everybody. We need to stack the coins, stack the coins, stack the coins. And many people on this call, I'm sure, were able to stack enough coins for nodes. Well, those nodes are going to have been paying and will continue to pay every single month on the 15th, 16th of every month. And how blessed are many of us that can have that kind of stream of income coming in. And I understand it's at a penny a coin right now, but guys, it's not going to stay a penny a coin. It's not. Why? Because we're going to move it. We're going to move it ourselves. For the first time in the history of our lives, I can honestly look back and I can say, guys, we're going to have full control of our wealth value. Where do we want to be? And it all starts with these packages right here. Here's the beauty of them all. They start from as little as 285 euros up to 7,500 euros. What I'm telling everybody is stack the points. Just replace the KCB with E points. And the first time they came out, guys, I was calling them EP points, EP points, EP points, and everybody thought they were El Paso points. Like, no, not El Paso points, you guys. They're E points. So I was confusing everybody by calling them EP points. No, they're just E points, executive points, right? So here's the reality. Come Monday, it looks like there may be a couple changes at the bottom too, where the amount of points and the value of the package may change. So what I'm telling people right now is everybody stack up on that 7,500 pack because of the amount of E points that's coming with it. It's huge, huge, huge with what's coming. And the announcements are going to be made like next day or two. So just trust us on this. The amount of E points is going to be relevant to everything that we can ever do, ever. So trust us. Just like I wish we could have gone back 2 years and said, guys, if you had a lot of coins, you would have a lot of nodes, and they would explain what a node was. I had no idea. I just trusted the system, trusted Quenna, trusted Nitsa, trusted Harold, Dr. Harold Seitz, excuse me. And I stacked up as many as I possibly could while I was working my full-time job back then. And then I decided to go full-time in Karatbars, and it's been 2 years. Wow, how cool is that? 2 years full-time in Karatbars. It's been amazing. Well, guys, trust the system, trust Nitsa, trust Dr. Seitz, trust Quenna, trust Sean Maloney's, trust the people that understand the system. Right now, these are the packages available at this moment. Go into the back office, help others understand the importance of the E points, and stack up on that 7,500 one all day long if you possibly can, just because of the amount of points you're getting, guys. It's a huge blessing. Huge blessing. And of course, you can see right there where it says you go all 7 levels. You're fine, Quenna. You go 7 levels deep as a VIP at the number 7 package. But here's the dual team payouts, y'all. It all stays the same. That's the beautiful thing about what Karatbars is giving us. They're not changing anything. They're adding. It's a plus. You know, when I was in college, all 10 years that I was in college, and we got the associates, right, Quenna?
Yeah.
Those in college, you know, some professors would give bonuses, extras. It didn't change from the core curriculum. Added extra. If you wanted to do it, you could do it. Well, Karatbars is doing the same thing with these packages in my mind. It's an additional, it's a plus. So as a bronze, you're still making dual team payouts of 40 euros per payout. Silver, 50, gold, 60, VIPs, 80 euros per cycle, per payout. And there it is, guys. It's very simple, laid out, straightforward. But this is, when I remember being in Germany when they announced this, do you remember, Quenna, of the
Yeah.
matching bonuses?
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand it because I had never come or I've never worked in this with this particular pay plan. And this was, if I'm not wrong, we were in Frankfurt, Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian Fisher was sitting next to me. One of the first times I met the guy. Cool. He has a great haircut, by the way.
Yeah.
He looks at me and he tells me, he goes, oh my God, this is going to open up so much money for us. And I was like, I go, I don't understand it. He broke it down a little bit. And of course, I didn't understand it till once it started coming to fruition, right? We started getting paid on it, right? And I was like, oh my God, these matching bonuses.
Yeah.
Trust me, build a business and the matching bonuses will build you. Huge, huge, huge difference in our pay. Then the company's giving us cash gold. Guys, for the first time in our lives, we're going to get matching bonuses, cash gold. And here you could see, as a VIP, you can go 7 levels deep at whatever package you have. So what I tell our team here in the El Paso or wherever I'm talking on the doing Zooms and stuff, I tell them, okay, how many packages did we sell? Any packages in the month of December? Quenna, did you sell a bunch of packages in the month of December? Right, your team? With that, with the cell phones, the bundle packages.
Oh, yeah.
200 packs. I mean,
Yes.
imagine if 7 levels deep, we would have gotten matching KCBs. How many of us extra would have gotten NOR nodes?
That's right.
How many of us would have a whole lot more KBCs at this moment? Well, Carrot Bars is now doing that with cash gold.
That's right.
So I love the fact that every week they deduct a gram or 2 grams or 3 grams or 4 grams from our pay, right? And that's like a mandatory savings. I love that. But now you do that, and on top of that, you're going to get free cash gold, which we're going to be able to use to turn it around into products if we choose, or let it sit in our savings account.
Yes.
On top of that, they're giving us free points. The free KCBs, but they're not KCBs no more. The El Paso points. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
The executive points.
Yep.
They're free. 7 levels down. So no matter what's going on in your team anywhere in the world, we're going to be able to benefit just because we've been able to structure and put ourselves in position. But the only way you can benefit from those 2 extras is to have the package. Now, trust me, I tell you, these packages are incredible, but the fact that it opens up these 2 extra streams of revenue, it's huge, 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 huge. That's what I love about them. And you can see right there, bronze, you can come in as a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP and still get matching bonuses all the way down from 2 levels, all the way down to 7 levels. And it's absolutely incredible the way you can position yourself and earn those extra streams of income, like the millionaires and billionaires of the world say, the Donald Trumps, the Robert Kiyosaki's. They tell you, you have to have multiple streams coming in, flowing in, flowing in. And these open up 2 more doors for extra streams of income. Everybody blessed us with all this, and now if you want to participate, you can participate.
That's right. It's not like everybody has to participate in these. This is a beautiful thing, though, for when you've got new affiliates. It's designed for them to, have their dual team status. I mean, there's value after value after value. While we are participating in this, it's a way for us that are already in that we can get these packages, and it opens up those additional 2 levels of matches. But Sean Maloney, one of the things that he talks about is how these packages get us into the passive income realm, the residual, and it's so important that we understand the beautiful thing about what we have with these is we can diversify, and we can also have multiple types of income streams within this one company and within this one package that we've got. Exactly. That's awesome. We still get direct income, right? So we get direct commissions.
That's beautiful.
Yes. We get the dual team payouts, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We get the gold. We get these E points. These exclusive E points they can be used on current products, but Tom,
Oh man.
what's coming, everyone, is phenomenal.
I promise everybody, you will not ever regret having these E-points. With what's about to be announced just the next couple of days. Like, just stack up on them. That's why I'm, like, I know there's a lot of things about to happen. Get the E-points.
Yes.
Do yourself a favor. Your future self will thank you for your actions today. That's a guarantee.
That's right. And I remember too, whenever we had the KCBs and the profit packages and everything, I just remember Nitsa telling us, you want as many KCBs as you can get. You want as many KCBs. And I was going, what's it there? Now it makes all the sense in the world to me as to why she was saying that. She knew a little bit of what was going on behind the scenes, you know? So it was awesome. Y'all, so that's the multi-packs. You definitely want to get your cash gold first, and then go and use your cash code to get these multi-packs, okay? And you want to get this when you've got new affiliates that are coming in, you want them to get this as well. So the other thing that I wanted you to talk about, Tom, because you're very passionate about saving gold. It's always been for you in knowing and helping you run your teams and all that. It's always been about saving gold. Everything is about gold. You're very passionate about that. And so the gold miner that was recently announced, you were so excited about that. And then, you know, so I want you to go over that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm out of my mind about this gold miner, because not only are we able to create, so say you're a bronze in the business. You see, I have a couple of younger people on the team that I know they can't afford the 7,500 pack. But you know the beautiful thing about this gold miner? For 75 KBCs a week, you can get paid 7 levels deep of any of the packages. Now, it's not going to be the exact same gold amount because you're not paying that value. But let me ask you a question. If you could have gotten, let's just say, it's going to be up to 0.3 grams of gold, right? 0.3 of a gram of gold at package 7 levels deep. You're talking about being able to create grams, ounces, eventually kilos of gold for the exact same work, and for 75 coins a week. All I want to know is understand this. What does 75 coins cost right now, Quenna?
Not very much.
Pennies. We're looking at pennies for potential growth of massive, massive amounts of gold. So of course, we've been getting together with people and we've been telling everybody, guys, buy $100 worth of KBCs and it pays for like 3 years worth of this gold miner.
Exactly. Exactly. Because it's about $30 right now.
Yeah,
it's about $30 for 1 year.
Exactly. So what I love about the gold miner, and what I seriously am barely starting to understand, because I've never been a crypto guy. Like I don't have that background of cryptocurrency. I'm learning just like 99.9% of us on this call. What this is going to create is that 75 coin payment a week. We as a community, let's just take right now, for instance, there's 172 people on this call. If 172 of us say, you know what, we're all going to participate and we're all going to do it for this, for the company, because the company is taking care of us tremendously. Guys, any other company, who knows what they would have done? Any little bump in the road, other companies will fold up and leave. Herald Site says, no, my flag's right here. We're carrot bars. So now 172 of us are going to say, you know what? We're carrot bars. We want the value of our coins to go up. So these 75 coins, KBC coins per week payment is going to create what? Stability. And now the rest of the world that understands crypto, they're going to say, why are 172 people, why are 1,000 people, why are 5,000 people a week using this coin? Well, there's usability, obviously. Now there's a demand, there's use, there's something that there's connected to our coin. why are we as a community starting to use our coin? So people are going to start understanding like our coin is important.
That's right.
So what's going to happen is going to supply and demand. People are going to be like, well, that coin's starting to get important. Let's start focusing a little bit over here. There's what, 90 million registered crypto maniacs out there that understand crypto to a whole different level. So once they start seeing that movement, what's going to happen to the value of our coin?
It's going to go up.
It's going to go up.
That's right.
The first time in our lives, we can drive our own value of our coins. We can drive it up. You see, in corporate America, you can get paid whatever, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever. But what happens if the value of that money goes down? Can you control it? No.
Nope.
For the first time in our lives, we can do this to our finances. And the gold miner, in my opinion, is going to open up the door for that. Because I'm telling everybody, we're going to do it. Look, everybody's putting here, Michael, beautiful. Thank you, Michael. For $39 a year, we can contribute. For less than $100 for 3 years, we can stack up some coins and contribute to this consistent flow of 75 coins every single week. And here's a beautiful thing. All we got to do is go in our carrot bit, click a little button that says, I want to participate, and just let it go, let it ride. And I have people saying, what's 75 coins a week? What happens when it hits $1? I'm like, you didn't pay $1 for it. You're paying less than a penny for it.
That's right.
It's $1 million a coin. You didn't pay $1 million a coin. You still paid a penny for it. But guess what that does for everything else? Every single one of us have. It's going to be huge.
It is.
And this is for everybody. It doesn't matter what package you have. It doesn't matter where you come in. If you buy the 7,500 pack or if you buy the 200 pack, it doesn't matter. This is for every single one of us to help. Everyone in the world who has these coins, skyrocket. Can you imagine how many people just in our community? Think about this. Okay, I'm going to use El Paso because it's a small city, right? El Paso, Texas has a community of people that have coins, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's just say the average person has 100,000 coins. What happens if we're able to drive the coin to $100 a coin? That 100,000 coin, that person with 100,000 coins, does that change their finance?
Heck yeah.
Does it change their children's finance?
Absolutely.
Does it change their situation of maybe an elderly grandparent, an elderly parent that if they get sick, God forbid, they're able to take care of them financially?
Yes.
Exactly. That's all we're doing. We're just helping everybody. Now imagine what happens to the entire city, the states, now the countries, now the people that were able to go out there and impact the world, guys. This is like, look right there. Somebody's putting for $20, 1,200 coins. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Jose. That's beautiful. I mean, guys, all we're doing is creating a major, major, major legacy, not just for ourselves, because this is a million times bigger than us, but for the world. Right. Now, in Karatbars, there's what, almost 900,000 affiliates signed up in the business. Can you imagine if just a little bit of people decide to contribute to 75 coins a week for pennies on the dollar?
Right.
What are we going to do to the value of our coin? We control our own wealth at this moment for the first time in our history. Unless you were sitting in that room with the Rothschild creating the Federal Reserve in 1913, you didn't have this opportunity. And I'm sure nobody on this call did. But now we have an opportunity to directly grow our wealth from literally buy the coin at a penny. Guys, Bitcoin's at $9,000+ right now a coin. I'm not saying we're gonna hit 9,000. Please, nobody say Tom's saying we're gonna hit 9,000. I pray to God we do. But let's just say we go to $10. A coin worth $10. A lot of people with those are very, 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 very well off. Guys, let's move the coin. How much do you want to increase your worth? And it starts with the gold miner. And that's what I love about it. It's so inexpensive that it doesn't cost anybody anything else. That's not like gonna affect anyone. I don't care who you are on this call. Everybody get on this gold miner. And then now everything's falling into the ecosystem. The cell phones, the payments of the cell phones going to affect the value of our coins. The payments on the laptops are going to be affecting the coin.
Yes.
Does everybody have their cell phone? No, I don't. There's a lot of our team that does, but I don't. Quit literally talking like, man, I can't wait till we have our phones. Okay, well, now everything that's going on, cell phones, laptops, CEM machines, all these transactions are going to start coming into play with our ecosystem. Yep. And all of that is going to drive up the value of the coins. Well, not everybody here has the cell phone in their possession yet. Not everybody here has the laptop. Well, nobody has a laptop in their possession. Not everybody has a CEM machine. Right. But every single one of us can participate in the gold miner.
That's right.
Every single one of us. And with what's about to be announced, guys, how many of you want to have more coins? Well, we can do that. Mm-hmm. Be patient. Get all the e-points possible, because that can grow everything that we want, everything that we need, everything that we can contribute can come from that.
That's right.
And that's the beautiful thing about this, is just stack up on the e-points and wait for the announcement in a couple of days. Everything will come around. You'll be like, oh, wow, it's that easy. It is that easy, but it comes from us. Yeah. Thank you, Jose. We are the Rothschild of the 21st century, the Rockefellers. That's exactly where we're at. The greatest transfer of wealth of mankind history is like right around the corner. We just got to be ready to participate in it.
That's right.
And we control our own value, guys. That's the beautiful thing about this, is our whole ecosystem. And we can control and we can participate in this entire thing. And that's the beauty of what we have. And I'm so blessed to be part of this. And all I'm doing is plugging into the right systems.
That's right.
Following the right leaders, Miss Quenna, Miss Nitsa, Miss Priska, Sean Maloney's. I mean, I just follow the right leaders, guys. We're not out here to reinvent the wheel. If it works, does the system work? I mean, there's a reason this team right here has more Rolex qualifiers, more Mercedes-Benz qualifiers than any other team in the entire world of Karatbars, and they've done it in such a short time. Guys, the system works. The system works. Just plug in, follow what they're doing. I mean, if they're doing it, we'll do it. Just follow the leaders. And I promise you, this is an easy game to play if we just play by the rules. Right, Quenna?
Yeah, that's right. And, there's some awesome organizations within Karatbars. But, the system that we have, it not only works, we don't even have to like it, y'all. We don't have to like what the system is. It works, but not only does it do that, the difference that we have is it duplicates. And where it duplicates, that's when we really work this system, we can duplicate throughout our team, and that's where the real magic happens. The gold miner, to me, means this is where we get in the driver's seat. We're driving our assets. Instead of being in the passenger side and letting somebody else drive it, we can actually get into the driver's seat of our assets and be able to control this thing. And as we are utilizing the coin that we have, that is a utility coin, then it is going to raise the confidence in the market. It's also going to raise the value of it because it's put to use. And the gold miner program, to me, is the perfect case scenario for us to be able to be in the driver's seat, to be able to utilize this coin in a way that's going to bring strength and a backbone to that coin and this project, which ultimately affects our finances. So I love this gold miner program. I love the multi-packs. And if the multi-packs are already out, the new ones, then I apologize that we don't have that information in front of us. We checked it first thing this morning and it wasn't up yet. But y'all, what a beautiful, beautiful opportunity that we have to participate in. And as we start paying for our subscriptions to the voice over blockchain for our phones, as we're utilizing the KBC as payments, it's, man, I'm so excited about what's going to be happening. I do want to remind y'all to be, when you're stacking your cash code, remember that corporate announced that there's an 8-week code. So you want to be buying and stacking your cash code as well, because they're going to be bringing that over onto Carrot Bit, where you can use your cash code over there as well, which is awesome. Seriously. And then Carrot Pay also working on the blockchain. I mean, these next few months, you definitely want to stay plugged in. You want to increase your knowledge. You want to make sure that you've got the right information to be able to stay positive about as this stuff is unfolding. And Tom, what a beautiful way to explain the multi-packs, what that means. Y'all, their team is totally exploding, and they've been exploding now for 2 years. But in every phase that we go through, they embrace it, they figure it out, and then they explode with those new products, and which is a sign and an example for us. If there's ever any time that I really want to encourage you, and I've always told you guys that this is not we want to focus on the new products, we want to focus on the ecosystem and the big part that we play in that. This is what we focus on Saturdays. We don't do as much team building or anything like that. But what I want you guys to consider is we're going into mass adoption. In order to be adopted by the masses, we've got to get the message out there. So next week we have Joby Gay that's going to be with us. We're going to be focusing on what are some good questions, what are some good invitation questions that you can spark a conversation up, to get people moving, get them educated, planting those seeds of what our project is. We're going to go over some of those next week. He's going to be here in Arkansas with us. We will be doing this webinar, Saturday coffee together. But I also want y'all to know that I'm paying attention to emails that I get at coffeewithquenna@yahoo.com. I want you can share pictures of, your, like when you receive your impulse phone or your meetings or whatever. We want to share those. But I also want to know what topics are you wanting to, that will help you. I want to be sensitive to that. So I want you to send those suggestions to me at coffeewithquenna@yahoo.com. I want to see those. I want to see your success pictures and all that. Tom, it's been just awesome having you with me today. It really, really has. And I appreciate everything that you do, your leadership. You guys, I'm so happy that you've been here with us today. I hope that this weekend is amazing. And then just stay tuned, stay plugged in. You definitely, I just want to remind you, tonight we have a presentation. Yes. Tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, we have a presentation. Monday at 8:00 p.m. Central, 9:00 p.m. Eastern, we've got our team huddle at this same station. And you definitely want to plug into that, because we go into more detail about, we'll be talking about the multi-packs. We'll be talking about anything that comes out between now and then. So you definitely want to plug into that. And then please mark your calendar for next week, February the 8th, joining us again on Coffee with Quenna and Friends. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So you guys take care. Tom, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Quenna, and I love being here with you all. It's amazing. I love this. It's so much fun.
It is. And so I just thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a great weekend, and we will be seeing you around on the Facebook groups. Talk to you later, guys.
Thank you all. Have a good one. Have a great weekend.